Everyone, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter. That means the daughter of Leif. And I'm going to do a reading for Aquarius today. First of all, I forgot this yesterday, but the moon is still in Virgo. Now, the moon in our charts tells us, or whoever's looking at the chart, how we function emotionally. So when the moon, if you're born with the moon in Virgo, rather, you're very likely to be practical, strategic, but extremely compassionate, while at the same time having a certain amount of not just resolve, but even reason in your sentiments. It's a nice combination. It's a very nice placement for a moon to be in Virgo, because Virgo's motto is I serve. So you want nothing more as a Virgo than to take care of other people. And if that's where you have your sentiments or your emotions, well, that's terrific. But what it means for the rest of us today who don't have a moon there, but sensitive to the moon, perhaps, or perhaps not. If you're feeling the mood today, you're probably going to be feeling very practical and possibly wondering what the people around you need to make them feel good today. Right. So, and I'd like to say that starting next week at 12:30 Central European Time, which is 1.5 GMT plus 1.5. I will be doing some tarot analysis. I don't know what to call it. It's not a tarot school, but I'm going to be talking about a tarot card per day, what it means, how it's connected to astrology, and we'll look at my cards as opposed to the classic tarot, which makes it a bit more accessible for those of you who like to read the cards yourselves, but are not acquainted with my deck. So it's meant to be for anybody who has the interest. I will mention here as well that you can see me live in another hour on my Facebook page. I'm going to be doing it on Swedish Dharma. No, I'm not. I have to think now. No, I'm not doing it there. I'm doing it on my Facebook profile, Christina M. Leifsdotter. I'll put the link in the description box if you want to join me there, because we're doing Aquarius today here, but on Facebook it's Sagittarius. Two of my favorite signs. What can I say? Freedom lovers, independent, and yeah, you're very similar in lots of ways, but you are not the same. And of course, you can have a private reading with me as well. It'll set you back $30, €30, £30, or 300 Swedish krona for 15 minutes. And we will either talk or we will do like a video call of some sort, Zoom or Skype or Messenger, whatever, because I don't like doing readings and then writing them. It gives me zero satisfaction. So that's what I wanted to say. Oh, and also, if you happen to come from Africa or India, but that kind of money isn't accessible to put on a reading, well, then let me know anyway if you have something you want me to look at, and I'll do my best to help you. All right? Okay, so let's get cracking. I want to show you the cards that fell out in the pre-shuffle from the tarot cards. I'll do them one by one. There's a lot. There's this one, movement. It's the card for Cancer, the Chariot. It's just called movement in my cards, and it's a symbol for studies as well as a physical move. This one, well, anybody understands this one, the Four of Staves. It's a relationship, and it's quite a serious one as well. This one fell on its side. So, well, it's a fence sitter. I don't know what else to call it. And it's oppression. I think it might be, no, it's not the devil, or is it? I'm not sure in the classical tarot, but I have to find that out for next week. But the thing is, we just keep it to the oppression. There's something here that's making you feel oppressed, or maybe not. Maybe you're in the process of resolving it. And the thing is, it came up with the next to family, and the family is upside down. Yes, this could also be money. So it could be that you're feeling a bit stressed, pressed, and inundated with money problems. We'll see, hopefully, in the proper reading afterwards. And in the oracle cards, in the path of the soul, you got connections. And in the yogic path, you got tapas, self-discipline. Okay, so without further ado, let's get cracking. Spirit, is there anything else you want Aquarius to know, please? Tell me that's enough of the shuffling. That's a nice start. All problems will be resolved. I'm thinking of these last two cards here with the oppression and family and or money. So the cards that I work with, the tarot cards, are called the Goddess Tarot, and they're very cool because the whole major arcana is made up of goddesses from all over the world and different time periods as well. So a lot of feminine power here, which is great, even for men. So, we have you here, my darling Aqua. Queen of Swords, out of Swords. Queen of Swords, out of Swords. Yeah, bit out of whack. So the Queen of Swords is the symbol for Aquarius and Gemini and Libra as well. And there's certainly something happening in your life with money because these two cards came up next to each other. Shame. Yeah. But it could be because you're actually in the process of divorcing. So this is your hubby, I think. And so this is the marriage, the Hierophant in the classic tarot. And you have a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. And you're in the process of leaving him. So maybe that's where the money problems come from as well. Divorces are expensive. If you, for many years, pooled your resources and all of a sudden you have to chop them in half and then exist on your own half, it's expensive for sure. Please don't let that stop you. It doesn't look like you are either. It really doesn't. You will move, and possibly you have somebody that you've met already that you will continue seeing. I can ask for a clarifier for that. So the end of your marriage, it's been a very karmic relationship, and you've done what you're supposed to do in that marriage. It's very interesting with karma because for me, the Two of Cups is a karma card, and it's coming up in the reverse, which means that it's finished. You've done what you should have done. You've learned your lesson, is another way of putting it. The interesting thing is if you divorce with the karma card, with the karma still active, you do yourself a big disfavor because you will only need to relearn that lesson with somebody else further down the line. So we do ourselves the greatest of favors to stay the line until we're finished developing. I see a guilty conscience here, but I also see your power. You are determined. This is your self-empowerment. And even though divorces aren't easy, it's difficult, it's painful, and it's a lot of hard yakka, as they'd say in my favorite of all countries, Australia. So you are tired, but you're also very clear-sighted. You know what you're doing, and you will not regret this. You really will not. You will grow even more when you've left. The time was out. The life cycle of your marriage was out. So I guess you've probably been married for 7, 14, maybe even 21 years. It's time to go. It's time to go. So you won't be feeling it yet, but you are growing enormously on a spiritual level. Spiritual development and even personal development, they often go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other, but they're not necessarily the same thing. You're having both, but you're going to be aware of it. It's not just time yet. And that it's not just time yet. It's about your awareness. So you will become aware of it first when you actually move, but you're on your way. And once you've done it and you look at this situation in the rearview mirror, you're going to take a deep breath, and a deep sigh of relief is going to come, because then you will see how much you've grown and how much you've learned. Well done, Aquarius. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Let's have a look at the oracle cards. So, connections you had here, right? Very beautiful. No, you know what? It's not connections. Sorry. Sometimes I find the figures a little bit different to read. It's 31, not 21, and it's an even better card because it's joyous. The colors of pink and green signify the opening of the heart chakra to deeper and more profound joy. Embrace this shift occurring within you. As you do, allow for that childlike wonder and amazement to fill every part of your being. Wow. See, this is what's coming. This is what you're going to be realizing. You deserve to feel the bliss and happiness. You've done the work. You've made the effort. Now it's time to simply enjoy all that life has to offer. It's just around the corner, dear Aquarius. Queen of Swords. Wow, you're in for a great future. And here we have tapas, self-discipline. From the yogic path with Sahara Rose. You've gotten where you are because of your discipline, tapas. And this will continue to take you where you need to go. While discipline sounds like a heavy word, it's really just committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. The next evolvement will require refinement of your inner strength. You're undergoing a deep transformation, stepping outside of your comfort zone, gaining strength, moving through fear. You certainly are. Now is the time to ask yourself the important question, what practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life to further align with my truth? Am I showing up for myself the way I would for a friend or a child? Wow. But I think you are actually. I think you're really showing up for yourself. And this is why you're going to be feeling so good in the weeks ahead. Let me know if you have any questions about this reading or anything else. And I want to thank you very much for watching. And please, if you would consider giving me a thumbs up and even subscribe to the channel, I would be very, very happy. Thank you very much. Love and light.